listen to her. Her name, I can't remember her name. Her Twitter handle is called Prison Culture, and she's a anti-prison activist. She is just very powerful, right? Beautiful essays on the topic about police and prison culture.
Yeah. Making his own head is unsustainable. So,
well, why I mentioned, I don't know if your friends know, but if they play out, or if you guys had a project that you wanted to play out, there's a very cool festival down in Bisbee called Side Pony, and they allow so many types of bands. They even allow spoken word. They have a bunch of poets that are involved with it. You just have to send a link to the email, and then next month we'll let you know they had a slot.
oh, awesome.
We're looking for something to do. It happens in November. I love it. Really cool. I need different types, mainly Phoenix musicians, because it's run by a woman, Ananique. She's in Treasure Fruit, a band in Phoenix. There's a lot of bands from Phoenix, but it's open to whoever wants to.
So you say this woman in Phoenix, or she's in Bisbee?
No, she lives in Phoenix.
Okay.
The festival's in Bisbee.
What is that festival called?
Side Pony.
Side Pony?
Yes.
Okay, so she's in Treasure Island.
She's in Treasure Fruit.
Treasure Fruit?
Yes.
She's Treasure Fruit.
I think that's her band name.
Sounds like a candy.
I'm pretty sure it's Treasure Fruit.
So,
It's a jazz rock kind of band.
how's your band?
My band?
Yeah.
My non-existent band.
What's the name of your non-existent band?
That's the non-existent.
Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, so
I do have a band.
wait. So the first things first is Side Pony is this
The music festival.
a music festival
That happens
in Bisbee from this musician from Phoenix who's in this Treasure Island. Treasure Fruit. Not from Robert Louis Stevenson. And so in November there's going to be this festival to email her.
Well, you just email Side Pony.
Email Side Pony. Okay. So hopefully I'll get to look at this and then I'll be remembered.
Okay.
There.
It's unique in that she doesn't say, oh, it's only rock bands, or only folk bands. She lets anybody to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's so boring, you know?
I know.
Trying to put everything in one. So, yeah, I wanted to. So there's that thing with the We Are Who We Are, and then there's that other thing with Doomed, with that project, and then there's the newest published work and that's with Pete, who's AKA El Pedro.
There it is.
So
I was trying to remember what it was.
yeah, and so we have those two projects, and then maybe something else. But right now, Pete's friend that I'm making the illustrations for in the house, that's for Matt Katzman, and then he's from Georgia. I've never met him. And so you have Mark Katzman, you got Pete, you got Grayson, and you have Mark Huberman with We Are Who We Are. And then there's all of the people from New Jersey that all the different projects. So, oh, oh, they changed up. Oh, it looks horrible. I went there. Oh man, yeah, they changed up the logo of how it looks. Yeah, Suva. Oh, you can't mention Suva.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't want to give any kind of energy to them at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so, what was I saying? Trying to get my power back.
You were talking about your project coming up with the new.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there's all of those projects in New Jersey with, and if I say, and all this goes back to the question of, so are you in a band?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, if I say I'm in a band, it's like almost like saying like I'm in a committed monogamous relationship,
I got
but
it.
I can't do.
Got it.
Like, because there's all these other people I love,
For sure.
and so I can't say I'm in a band because I love other people.
Got it.
Like,
All right, I get it.
it's weird, right? That's how my
That does tie you down. Good
my
that
kicks.
you know that about yourself. That you shouldn't. You can decide that you're gonna play a ton of music with people over and over again, but never say that you're part of a band because that's not how you would work.
I wish I could. I wish I could say that's the frustration, but I don't feel like I would be saying a lie. Like I wish I could play music with somebody every week, every other day, and
But even if you did it, would you ever say, like, say you started doing this, say you and Mark, was it Mark?
yeah, one of them, yeah.
Yeah. If they were, you guys decided you're going to rehearse every Wednesday. And you just start rehearsing every Wednesday. And then all of a sudden, you play that beer garden every other Friday. And you do this for longer than like 3 months. Would you consider yourself part of anything with Mark, other than the fact that you just happen to show up every Wednesday and you go to the gig on Friday?
Yes,
Okay.
but at the same time, I have all the other projects.
For sure, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't care how people describe things.
Yeah.
I just think it's an interesting concept. Because everyone's like, I don't want to label it. But then when we talk, that's the problem. When we start discussing things, it's so much easier to say, I'm in a band, rather than, well, no, I'm not in a band, but I play music with Mark every Wednesday at this rehearsal space, and we have gigs every other Friday. On Tuesdays, I play with Susie, you know, so it just becomes practical that we group
Yeah.
each other.
And then too, like the idea of a band, what does that actually constitute? Does it actually mean that you're playing sound, or you're casting director, or you're, so there's like different elements of it too.
For sure.
Like I might just be the cameraman, but then
I get it. I was once in a band with, oh gosh, now that I'm going to talk about it, I forgot. Oh my gosh.
so you're one to
Kishi
trauma,
Bashi.
huh?
No,
Yeah.
it's not trauma. This is more of a joke.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. What? Do you know who Kishi Bashi is?
It sounds familiar, but
He played with a very big band. What the hell is their name? Damn it. I've forgotten it. They're humongous. I think they're from Montreal.
is it of Montreal?
It might have been. Did they do crazy things in costume?
Yeah.
I think it is of Montreal. Okay, yes. And that's it. So one time at Congress, they had a show, and they're like, everyone was going to sing on the next part. We're all in the band. What should we name this band? And then somebody from the audience that I was part of yelled out, we hate Kishibashi, or fuck Kishibashi, I think was it. And so, so then the guy said, our band name is Fuck Kishibashi. Yeah, but, and it was a joke, because Kishibashi usually plays with them, but couldn't play that night because he's off on a solo tour. So the vocalist for that band said, okay, our band's name is Fuck Kishibashi, and then we all sang the same song. So I joked that I'm in that band called Fuck Kishibashi. But that for that one night, for that one song, we're all in a band. So we go by that definition of that you can be in a band for one night with one song.
Yeah. One time we had back in New Jersey, and we were doing we added the mathematics into Jehovah's Witness songs, and it was really good jam. And but it was called Gospel Road, and it was like first and last practice. That was it. That was the whole band. And so like, okay, we're breaking up now, and that was it.
Oh, I love it.
And yeah, it was awesome. And it just because it's getting people together too. It was like it's such a nightmare. And then like I remember I got a whole bunch of musicians together, and like all in my garage, probably like 10 people. Everybody's jamming away, and then my ex comes in. At the time, I don't think she was my wife at the time, but she was. She said, I just got done with doing this band practice for school, and I was like, cool, we're jamming, let's jam and stuff, and she'd rather just talk because she was just at a completely different frequency. It was something else, and then it breaks up. Just having that element in it, it just broke up the whole momentum that we were going at and stuff. It's just it's so much for getting everybody together, and then having everybody at the same frequency, and then getting something out of the whole process too. It's like all these different factors.
I have not anyone that makes music. I know it's a hard thing to actually have a final product. Yeah, Jaime and I made a song one night many years ago. We called our project Me and Keys.
Me and Keys?
It's our name mixed up.
Okay.
So we always joke that we have our Me and Keys project.
So it's like algorithm? I mean, what do they call it?
We just took the letters of our name.
Big lie.
Yeah, I just mixed it up.
Algorithm? Anagram? Anagram.
Oh, anagram.
Anagram.
Okay.
The anagram.
Yeah.
It's an anagram. It's an anagram. I got 1 minute left on this. This is the 1 minute left.
Oh, your smallest?
The smallest one, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other ones are the memory stick.
Yeah.
The other ones are a lot more. I think I scraped this all. Maybe it's on the inside, but it's okay. I kind of like that whole kind of scrape thing. I kind of like it. Mattress stores are greedy. So how much longer till Scottsdale?
Maybe, depending on the traffic. I was hoping it'd be not in the rush hour. We probably should be there in like 40 minutes. I think.
So we're
about
more
20 minutes from Tempe, and we're about 20 minutes out.
we're more than halfway there.
Okay.
21 seconds. 20, 19. So what I want to talk for the next, not the next 10 seconds, is your story. Get into it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. 1, right.
Alright.
I was watching this great thing about cover songs.
Okay.
And a bunch of songs that I didn't know that were covers. I saw this other thing. These are almost like the Mojo thing. Mojo movies and stuff. And so Achy Breaky Heart is actually a cover song. I had no idea either. It was a cover song from the year before that Billy Ray Cyrus took.
Oh, Achy Breaky Heart was a song that was like the country.
Billy Ray Cyrus, he made famous Achy Breaky Heart. But he said, "Don't Break My Heart." That was the name of the song. "Don't Break My Heart," and it wasn't called Achy Breaky Heart. Because it goes, "Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart." So it was originally called "Don't Break My Heart."
Let's take exit west at North Scottsdale Road. Continue straight for 30 minutes to exit 153A, State Route 143 north of Sky Harbor Airport.
There's a bunch of others too. Great.
But he covered his own song or a different one?
He never wrote it. Just doesn't surprise me. I doubt that Miley Cyrus writes any of her songs either.
She doesn't write many. Yeah, there is. I feel like people in the country western genre, not a lot of them write their own music.
No, it's like, yeah, I don't even want to compare it.
It's mainly songwriters selling their music.
Maybe compare it to Motown, something like that, where then you got the performers and you got the writers. Where like you see like folk is like punk, where you got grassroots, you got the writers right there in front of you that are singing your songs and stuff, and it's a direct form of activism. And you got like rap and folk also is like basically the same thing. They're just so trying to make it as transparent as possible to what they're saying. It's just like my version of rap, of what rap means to me growing up.
For sure. And I think that, it's changing now because more songwriters are getting involved.
Yeah.
Earlier sisters are getting involved in rap music. So, and it's becoming okay to have a ghostwriter as opposed to.
So you look with jazz too, it's like direct improvisation that cannot be duplicated. And then you look at jazz completely formalized, where it's brushing on like pop and classical, like Frank Sinatra and stuff. And so it's like way different. And the same thing with like country. And break my heart, my achy breaky heart. Go ahead and break it over your head. There's so many others too that I could.
My friend in high school, she had a birthday party where we learned how to line dance.
Wow. That sounds great. How long did you spend doing that?
Oh gosh, I think
drunk?
No, it's just something rattling in my trunk.
Oh, the Muffin Man? Muffin Man's huge trunk. Oh, your band? Careful what you wish for, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Let's do it today. No, the time is now.
Right now. Alright, we're in Muffin Man Day.
Well, let's make it official before just saying it.
How do we make it official?
Just have it document, like a contract.
Oh, damn.
Well, it
I
has to
guess
be
if we break up, we're going to know who to sue.
some kind of legal bonding thing.
For sure. We
Oh,
are
yeah.
We are American.
We have a band, and then we break it up, and so then it becomes real because it's been broken up.
Yeah.
And we missed it. Remember the good times? We had that band for a couple seconds. That was really good. We got a lot of stuff done. We really, people came together, and they sought us out. And we weren't sellouts. We weren't sellouts at all because we just we took all those contracts and we just ripped them to pieces and burnt them. Because we didn't want to be successful. Success sucks and stuff like that. And it was all about keeping the integrity of the music. Absolutely. And so that's why we chose the Muffin Man band. Actually, I didn't choose it at all. And it was because.
But you were there at the time of origin, so
you're
still part of it.
If it was only a different name, I would have stuck around. But that was the ending of it. Like, hey, let's make a band. It's called the Muffin Man. It sounds great. Let's quit the band now. And then now let's have the experience of regret and what we should have done with the band.
That's really the best part.
And the reunion and how we don't want to get back together. And just have the fans just being like, oh, come on, guys.
We should make a documentary about our band.
First, we need a following. Or we could be like Mark, too, of just like, I want to make some music, so let's make some flyers up.
Yeah.
And then after we get a whole bunch of people at the place, then let's incorporate a whole bunch of drugs so that no music gets made. And so everybody's doing drugs in the house, and we'll have some domestic disturbance. And so then the police arrive, and
but the intent was never to make music in reality.
No, like the intent, like that's what we'll say.
Okay,
That's the first scene. Hey, let's make a band.
Okay.
How do we make a band? Okay, let's go invite a whole bunch of people over and do some drugs, and they get arrested for domestic disturbance. Because to make a band, you need to be successful. In order to be successful, you need a following. In order to get a following, you need to do some drugs. In order to do some drugs, you need some domestic disturbance. In order for domestic disturbance, you need to get some cops over your house. And yeah, it's like a pyramid scheme. So this band that I want to make with you is like all about your story.
Oh, goodness.
Worse.
Story? You want to make a band out of my story?
I want to. Well, how about this? We'll talk about what you want. Like first one.
Yeah.
It's okay. So let's Oh, no. You're sad?
Yeah, we moved over here because everybody had just like all their passing
So, yeah, I'm recording now.
Alright.
So this idea for Muffin Man,
Okay.
well, Muffin Man, is the story of Clementine and Evan.
Correct.
And maybe I can ask you questions.
Alright.
So I could, so like, let's start out before. In your story, does it go like you have like the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, so on? Is completely linear, or do they go back in time?
There's one, two, I think 3 chapters so far that kind of go back in time. Because you're starting in the first chapter is starting, say, 10 years,
With it.
yeah, 10 years, 10 years from like the major disaster that happened that made the circumstances what they are. And then so I go back and talk about different, like I think 3 times.
Okay, so let me reiterate what you just said. It's like really
I'm quiet.
quiet. Yeah.
I know.
So you do go back in time.
Correct.
So what it sounds like to me, I'm just going to reiterate. You do have to go back in time, and you have like these 2 catastrophic events that are happening. So what I'm thinking for the band is that we have things that are 20 years from either of those events, and so we have like a whole new bunch of characters. But it will be leading into, you can add it into those things, and so. But I want to hear about, how would you like summarize um, your novel into, like me describing it, like this guy, the drummer, he was reading it from Stephen King. Are you familiar with it?
I am familiar with it.
Let me see if I can describe it. So I know that Stephen King, he likes to lead off of his stories with some interplanetary things going on, and like I think it was like some dogfish or something else like up in space that then presented some evil into the world, and then it manifested through certain times. I think it was astrological or something like that. That it came, and it was like turned into Pennywise the clown. Pennywise the clown was just this manifestation of evil, and then he would terrorize these people at these different time periods. Well, at this particular time period, these children, they didn't succumb to Pennywise, and they survived, but they were traumatized for all of that time period as being survivors from trauma. So what they said, they figured out though, of who actually Pennywise was he wasn't just this person or this psychopathic killer, but he's actually this entity of evil. And so they prepared and they regrouped themselves, and they didn't even know that they were doing it, but it's from these higher powers that they called these people together to fight this other higher power of entity of evil. And so they got together and they figured out, like, okay, so this is what they have to do, and it was actually a spider at the end or something like that. And so, like, that's the whole novel right there.
Yeah.
And so if you could try to summarize your novel as I just summarized Stephen King, okay? You ready?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Go ahead.
My story is about a group of children that were part of an experiment where they could get linked together and they could talk to one another just for their fun. And then like some of the people in their world liked that idea and some people didn't, so there was infighting and they decided they didn't. The people that didn't like the idea were gonna take out the children because they didn't want them to exist anymore. And there was an explosion and many people died, and some people didn't die, and they kind of went into hiding. And the people that started the infighting took over most of the government entities in that world. And so the kids that survived grew up into adults and got government jobs and now are trying to change policies to be more fair to others. And there also had personal tragedy because their child died, and they deal with that throughout the entire story. Without between Clementine and Evan, I guess they could be the main characters. Learn about what it was like to be the link there and have many personal tragedies, and having that ability come back and make them revisit things they didn't want to feel anymore. And yeah, and then it ends with them discovering something they didn't think that they would ever discover, and they have plans to go into a different world, and into that world, and
Could be. But what are so what are your plans for the second book of this other world? The spin-off?
I could probably couldn't even talk about it right now.
Just rambling.
Their kid survived the explosion, but he was taken to another place. So it's essentially that more kids survived
Watch out,
than
vehicle
they
stopped on shoulder
they
ahead.
thought they would survive the explosion. So they had to put those kids somewhere. So they take them to a whole other world.
Instead of saying a whole other world, what does this world need? Of like, what does it function on? Is it a prison planet? What does it look like to you?
No, it's peaceful. I haven't thought of it enough to talk about it. But my initial thoughts, because when I first started writing this, I wrote down the storyline, and that's what my initial thoughts at the very end. The child's having a good life.
Then there's the dilemma: is the child having a good life? Should the parents interfere?
I don't think they would. I mean, the child's grown. He'll be, well, he's like 12 when they finally meet him again. So he doesn't really need them.
Did you get to research anything on Montauk?
Not yet.
I think now is the time to talk about Montauk,
Okay.
and I think that will help you out. But then there's like so many different things in the rabbit hole of reality things of these people. They have to deal with not only that, but then they also have to deal with reality of like how to pay rent, like having you have all of these like cool adventure with aliens and stuff that are really traumatic and nobody believes you. So yeah, start up another one. Start. Okay. Uh, so yeah, I'll just reiterate some things. Like go off of uh, just information, not to be judged. Just as like utilizing stories and history as a story in itself, and not having to add the masculine dominant for his story, or her story too, or maybe their story, or our story, with the or, just one or going in a circle, or story in a circle.